Casey, thank you so much. Joining us right now live via Zoom, Limestone County Superintendent Dr. Randy Shearhouse. Dr. Shearhouse, good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you so much.
You bet. A big day for you folks. Here we are, this new normal. First day of school has arrived. For parents, students, and teachers watching right now, what do you tell them about your very thorough preparations that you made for them to return to a safe environment?
Well, we felt like it was very important, of course, the safety and welfare of our students and faculty and staff is always number one, and you're always thinking about that, especially during these difficult times of the pandemic. And so we've made a lot of preparation, and, whether it's ordering safety supplies, of course, the rules in place as far as social distancing, wearing face masks, having plenty of hand sanitizer around the school. All those preparations have been made. We're trying to follow the CDC guidelines as close as possible.
We know you talked to a number of teachers, you talked to a number of parents. What do you tell those parents who might be a little concerned that their kids may get sick at school and even perhaps bring that virus home?
Well, thankfully, we've got some great nurses in our school, and we have the ability. We've actually received some additional funding from the state, and so with that additional funding, we can hire extra healthcare workers. And so we've got protocols in place, social distancing in the classroom, making sure that if someone does have signs or symptoms that they're ill, that we're going to isolate them in a sick room with the nurse, and then also have a well room for the other kids that are coming to take their medicine and so forth. We do really need our parents to help us with this. And, of course, if their child is sick, make sure that, you don't send them to school because we're going to be on top of making sure we keep everyone safe.
Of course, we've got that statewide mask order in place through the end of the month. Go over, if you can, how you guys are going to monitor mask wearing and social distancing during the school day.
Well, of course, the age of the kid, it's going to be difficult at times, especially when you talk about younger kids having a mask on. But what we talked to our principals about was making sure that there were times where, they could go outside, for example, and remove their mask. So we make sure we have social distancing in place during that time when they have their mask off. But we understand there's got to be some breaks throughout the day. It's difficult to ask a kindergartner or a first grader to wear a mask all day. And, of course, all of us that's been wearing masks, we know that it's difficult to keep them on for prolonged periods of time. So we want to make sure that we have those breaks. We do have, the state did provide us with masks for our students. We also, of course, as a district, ordered masks. But we would encourage parents, if you have a mask that you would like to send with your child, we certainly would encourage that as well.
And you have a very busy day, busy morning ahead of you. We know you're going to begin your day at Creekside Primary and Elementary School, and you're actually going to be very involved with students there as they arrive.
Yeah, I got with our nurse, and I really wanted to be involved in that process with checking temperatures this morning. I think we are doing random temperature checks, of course, checking our faculty and staff daily. But I wanted to be involved in that this morning just to make sure everything runs smoothly. But we've got such dedicated folks that are taking care of this. I talked to Nurse Elaine yesterday, and she's ready to go with temperature checks this morning.
Let's talk about the virtual option if you have. What happens if parents send their kids off to school and then maybe they get uneasy and they say, hey, I wish I would have taken that virtual route instead? Are they going to be able to switch to virtual, or do they have to wait a certain amount of time?
We did ask for a semester-long commitment just because we were fortunately able to hire additional teachers for our virtual school. So therefore, that reduced the size of the classes in the traditional school. And so we did ask for a semester-long commitment. Our plan, however, is looking at a 30-day window. And so we're looking at up until Labor Day. And at that point, we may make some adjustments based on what's going on at the time. But we really are concentrating on getting through the first 30 days of school, and we feel like that's very important. This is new for all of us, so we felt like focusing on 30 days was very important.
And patience is going to be the key, I think, for everyone. But here's a chance for you to give last-minute guidance for parents about to send their children off to the bus stop or drop them off themselves. What do you tell them? We know there were two big things that you wanted to get across to the parents.
Yeah, I think patience, you mentioned that. I think that's so important because this is a new day for all of us. And there's a lot of information out there. We're trying to filter through that information and make the correct decisions. So please be patient with us. Please know that we're going to take care of your students. We're glad to have them back. We can't wait to have them back in the classroom. And I've talked to teachers who are really excited about getting their kids back in the classroom. So we're very excited about that. But I think overall, as a community, we all need to work together to make sure this is successful. And buses are on the road for the first time today in a long time. So please be careful, all drivers, as you're out on the road today.
Those familiar sights, all important for everybody involved, especially for the first day of school. We still can get excited, even though it's a new normal. Limestone County Superintendent Dr. Randy Shearhouse, thank you so much for joining us, especially on a busy morning like this morning.
Certainly. It's great to be with you.
All right. Good luck this upcoming school year. Time now 6:07 on your Friday morning.